Alright everybody, how's everybody doing? It's the middle of November 2021. I actually feel better. I've been trying to take care of myself. I was in the hospital not too long ago and had a little mild heart attack. So I'm actually doing better. And I'm going to think positive and, try to keep it going here, It's all we could do. Alright. So get on with the shotgun here. I wanted to bring this out and show everybody that this is a pretty unique shotgun, or it's kind of rare. This is Ithaca, but made by SKB. Let's go here. See if I can. There we go. Custom crafted Ithaca by SKB, and it's a 12 gauge semi-auto, of course, as you can see here. I believe if you take the plug out, there's four. You have 4 rounds in the tube and 1 in the chamber, so that's 5 rounds total. The plug's still in it, but it's easy to take out, of course. Has a 30-inch barrel with a fixed front sight, beaded sight. Okay. This is aluminum cast. Has a nice forearm, checkered, as you can see. And in the back here is checkered on this stock. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is. I don't believe it's walnut, of course. And it's really not that hard of wood. Because these kind of shotguns have a tendency to crack from the force of the recoil of the barrel. Of course, this is a recoil semi-automatic action. Okay, it's not gas piston. So the force of the barrel, depending on the type of loads you put in on the 12 gauge, could be devastating to the rear of the receiver, the impact. This one, of course, by just looking at it, as you can see, hasn't been shot very much. And considering it's pretty old, it's I think they were made from like 67 or 68 to 74 or something like that. 1974 maybe. So this one might be late 60s to early 70s. They didn't make them very long. But it's in excellent shape, all original blue. I don't know if you could see it. Kind of the lighting here, since it's the sun's popping out. But as you can see, the aluminum receiver is painted kind of like a high gloss black. It just started. Since this is not shot very much, I don't know if you could see it. Let me see. There's a small crack just started right there. Right there. Now, if you get to this crack now, it won't be that bad. Like if you keep shooting this shotgun. And I believe there's one on the other side. I'll turn it around in a minute. Easy takedown, pretty much. You just take these pins out right here. The trigger assembly pops down so that you could pretty much clean the trigger assembly. And then this here, you unscrew. And then this forearm pops out, and then you have your recoil spring, which you could clean. And your tension ring is in there, meaning that if you shoot light loads, you could turn your ring around for the bevel side to do light loads. And if you turn around the opposite direction, it's a flat side on the ring itself. And you could do heavy loads. But I don't really recommend heavy loads in this shotgun. Yeah, it's got great reviews, but if you put a new, like say reproduction stock on that's made out of solid walnut or oak or whatever, that's hardwood, then I would shoot heavy loads out of it. But I don't know why they cut corners on this stock. This would have been 110% shotgun, but I give it a 90%. Because of this stock that they put on, and they cheated not to put hardwood. because almost all of them eventually will crack right here from the force of the recoil. And that's a lot of these recoil shotguns too, if you think about it. But they shouldn't cheap on the wood, because there's a lot of good hardwoods out there that will hold up with the recoils on these. All right, so let me turn it around. Give me a second here. It's probably gonna fall. So there's this side. As you can see, I don't know if you could see the crack. You could try to find it here. The lighting, there it is right there. You can kind of see it. But not bad at all. And look at the finish of it. Like I said, hasn't been used that much at all. And then you can see here, it is definitely made in Japan by SKB. There you go. All right. Rotor Forge, whatever that means. Made in Japan, right? And then you can kind of see the bluing on the barrel. See how good a shape it's in. And then it's chrome lined barrel, and it is super shiny, you know, when you take it apart. Because as soon as you take this forearm off, you know, this nut here, unscrew this big nut, this comes out, the screen or the spring, and the barrel just pops right out. And then you kind of have to, when you assemble it back, you know, you got to put the buttstock down to the ground, put your spring and everything on, your ring, your forearm, and then kind of push the barrel down to spring action, and then screw your nut back on. It's a little force, but not too bad. Okay, let me try to get a distance here so you can kind of see it. I'm excited to bring this one to you because it's in excellent condition, and you don't see too many in this condition. They did make different models. This one is just a plain model 300, so nothing fancy except the checkering. But then they came out with the XL 300 and the XL 900, and the only difference between them was the engraving on the receiver. So I prefer this here only. Okay.